Our next speaker is Mr. Kartik Shinde, cybersecurity leader, Ernst & Young India. He will showcase the findings of the Ernst & Young Global Information Security Survey Report 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kartik Shinde.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I can see that whatever is left of the audience is still alive. So, is the presentation on? Can you put that? All right. So, has everyone got this flyer on their table? Yeah? If you can just have a look at that. It is an initiative, it is a joint initiative by EY, SEBI, and BSE, and we've created this 10 commandments. So if you go on to the last page, yeah, so the last page where you see 56%, so that's basically our survey results in summary. There is a full report inside that you have, which you have it in your bag. You can read that in your leisure time. So what I would do is quickly walk you through what were the key and critical findings that we had from this Global Information Security Report. So a little bit of a background on the Global Information Security Survey that we do. We are in our 17th year of the Global Information Security Survey. We surveyed about 1,825 C-suite professionals in terms of asking them questions around cybersecurity, information security, and how they are placed. We did this across the globe, across 60 countries, and what we came out with were some revelations, which is the entire report that you see. But what I've mentioned here is 3 A's. And we are very good at coming up with models, and this is a model that we've come out with, which will hopefully help organizations understand what they need to do in terms of getting up to speed from a cybersecurity perspective and making the world a better place, right? So if you have a quick look at the last page of the flyer, so you'll see some statistics. 56% of organizations unlikely to detect a sophisticated cyber attack. So this was something that was a surprise for us as well, because we've been looking at and reviewing, auditing a number of organizations, and we've always found all of the controls in place, all the security solutions in place, a lot of investments done in tools and technologies, but still this is a really shocking result. And any questions or any insights of why this could be?
सगळे 3 कॅमेरे घेऊन आलो आणि किती 3 कॅमेरे आलो सगळे 5:30ला.
या
बुवा कुठे?
Right. So that was precisely my point in terms of saying there are a lot of solutions in place. However, what we've realized is that the effectiveness of the deployment of these expensive solutions, products which organizations put in place, the effectiveness is the key. And most of the times we've realized, and that has come out in the survey as well, that although all the protection mechanisms, the controls are in place, they are not interconnected well, they are not architected well, which is the reason why there are a lot of leaks which happen in terms of correlating information and then finally drilling down on the exact root cause of the attack. So that's where the large number comes to where organizations are unlikely to detect and slip out on the attacks. You'll see various other statistics that have been mentioned, and some of them we've summarized it primarily because, and I'll highlight some of them, 37% have no real-time insights into cyber risks, and 36% do not have a threat intelligence program. Now, I'd like to touch upon that a little bit because this is a growing concern, and this is a growing trend in terms of what companies are following globally. If you have the right threat intelligence platform, what it basically does is it allows you to preempt certain threats, right? It allows you to give, in some cases, it allows you a global view of what's happening in your industry sector, in your area of business, and what kind of attacks might come probably 2 or 3 months down the line. So these are some of the sophisticated techniques and programs that organizations should deploy. So coming to the 3 A's, the revelation that I talked about. So what you see on the flyer is probably just a depiction of the 3 A's, which is activate, adapt, and anticipate. What is probably there in the detailed report is what are these categories all about. So when we did the survey, we basically found out that companies are either in 3 of these buckets. So in activate mode, they are pretty much using a very, very static approach, which, when an attack happens, they either detect it or do not detect it and then react. In the adapt approach, the organizations primarily have a set security process, a set protocol in terms of how they operate and detect and respond to incidents. And anticipate are organizations who have got built-in capabilities in terms of preempting certain attacks. So they have a formalized threat intelligence platform, a threat intelligence feed probably, which gives them proactive incident intelligence. They also collaborate with, and we've heard some of the speakers in the morning saying that there are bodies where we can, as a sector, go on, collaborate, and get insights into what the attacks and threats are for the particular industry sector. So these are organizations who subscribe to that. From a financial services sector perspective, it's the FSISAC, which most of the financial services organizations subscribe to. Largely, we've seen the foreign banks subscribe to the FSISAC, but now we're seeing the Indian banks also subscribe to those kind of threat alerts and get up to speed. Any questions so far on the 3 A's approach? Okay. All right. So I'll request you again, if you can open the flyer, and you will see the 10 commandments. What we've done, or rather what we've attempted, is release these 10 commandments so that it helps you really understand what one needs to do, either when an incident occurs or to prevent certain incidents from occurring, or after the incident has happened, what one needs to take care of. So if you follow the 10 commandments, if you go through these key pointers, be rest assured that at least you are in a position that you know what you want to do, what your next action should be, and how do you need to develop your program. So you can fall in the last bucket, which is the anticipate bucket, and you are absolutely there in terms of security and securing your enterprise, right? That's that's also part of our Vision 2020 at EY. We believe, and you can see on some of the EY boards that our vision is building a better working world. So the message that we are conveying by releasing some of these, key 10 commandments is hopefully organizations will follow the process and hopefully make this a better, secure working world. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, you can always write into me. My email address is in the flyer as well. Thank you.